Hey, tech besties, welcome or welcome back to K Talks Tech. I'm Kay. Let's talk tech. So, what I want to talk to you about today is Cowork, Claude Cowork. I've been working with Claude Cowork, and I'm just going to tell you how it's going for me. Um, so as you know, I've been working on this database for Black-owned businesses. That's over on keytoslist.com. Um, Anybody can use it. If you want to support Black-owned businesses, go over there, look some up, and spend some money with them. If you have a business, a side gig, you're a professional, you have a social media channel, I invite you to join it. And there's still some free listings left. They are free for life, meaning you never have to renew them. So that's a really good deal. Take advantage of it. Okay. So I wanted to create some AI agents to help me work with that project. So I wanted to go out to the internet, look for Black owned businesses, and gather the names of those businesses, websites, addresses, city and state, owner name, phone number, whatever information I could find. And so that process really didn't work out too well. And I found out that I got more reliable data if I just found things that were or entities that were already confirmed to be Black owned businesses. Because sometimes some of the direct internet data is not reliable. So I needed to find sources, and there's so many, there's like a myriad of places that has a list. So I turned this into bring all those lists together in one place. You have to have a database, otherwise this is not sustainable. And by the way, if this goes well, I plan to do it again, right? So um I already have my next project in the hopper. And I also wanted to practice creating AI agents. Now, here's the thing, to me, what is an AI agent? Straight through processing. That's the way I see it. It's just the latest tool to help you with straight through processing. And we already got a tool for that. It's called mainframe. Because that's basically what's happening. You're running a bunch of steps. You put all those steps together, you call it a job instead of an agent. Um, each step returns information, whatever it is you ask it to return. So, okay. But they want to do agents now. Okay, I'm with it. Okay, so I'm trying to, as a first step, gather the names of businesses. Then the second step is search for those businesses on the internet and find their website and all that other data I just talked about, if possible, as much as I could find. And then, as a third step, ping the website to see if it's actually there, because a lot of the information you can find would be old. I know that I found a Black owned bank, but it had gone out of business in 2019, and I didn't see that until I tried to access the website. So that's information, that I want to gather. So I tried to put together an agent to do this, and I'm thinking this is fantastic. I could set off that agent at 6 o'clock and it'll be done whenever it's done. And, all I have to do now is take that information and create some videos. And then I tried to come up with another agent to create the videos. Um, I wanted to do a lot of shorts. I created some backgrounds, some voiceovers, and I had AI mix them together and come up with videos. So it actually did that part pretty well. Um, I don't know that Cowork did it any better than regular Claude. Um, Claude says Cowork is good for this and Cowork is good for that, but when I actually use it, I don't find it to be any different. the friction that I really had was that Claude can't really access the internet like I needed it to do. Because when you're running through internet pages, that's a bot, right? So I was creating a de facto bot, and a lot of uh, websites have themselves protected against bots. So I wasn't able to do this programmatically um, in the way that I wanted to do it. But I could have Claude write a script for me that would do the same thing. So that's what I did. So I had to execute the Python script myself. Something about, I didn't really completely follow it, to be honest, but something about the connection that Claude is allowed to have. So it couldn't run the script, but I could. So I just did that. Um, so it didn't really create the seamless agent that I wanted, and I haven't completely given up on that yet. But I don't code Python. I've been a developer forever. So any new language comes out, they're always similar to something else. So you can kind of read it and get the gist of what's going on, but that's very different from actually coding it yourself. So it was able to code these things for me. So I was able to just run the scripts, and that worked out very well. Um, and then it told me about something called serper.dev, serper.dev, that lets you get information from Google search. It's an API. You can run it manually, or you could have a Python script run it, and it uses tokens for the searches, and you get so many free ones. So I was able to do that. So I've used up most of my tokens now, but I just think it was really worthwhile. I don't know that I love Claude Cowork, but I do love Claude. I think probably ChatGPT could have done the same thing, but I like Claude because I use it as a thinking partner, and that's a separate video. But yeah, I was really happy to have those scripts created for me. And so, I have to take 3 steps instead of one. I'm not crying. And that's on the data acquisition side. Now, where it did shine and it could do things in a straight through way was massaging the data. So if I needed it to reformat something um, or to aggregate or merge columns or break columns apart, it's very, very good at that. And I can give it that task and go make a sandwich and come back and it's done. So that's very helpful. So all in all, I like it. Well, all in all, I like Claude. Um, I think if I had more work that didn't require the internet, that I would probably like Claude Cowork better. But it does what it can do. It does everything Claude does. I think if you have enterprise systems or corporate systems where you have proprietary access to endpoints or websites, and you're not just using the internet in general, then it's going to be much more effective for you. Okay, so that's it. That's my experience with co-work that I had this week. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share, hype me up. Make some comments. Let's grow this channel. And yeah, before I go, I just want to tell you that I still have my Consult 30 business. So you can go to kaetalkstech.com, kaeinfotech.com. That it's in the description. If you get stuck on something, I have decades of experience. So if you get stuck on how to go about doing something, and I'm not talking about programming because AI can help you with that. I'm talking about project approaches. Um, Maybe you need to move data from point A to point D with hops in between, and you don't know how to go about that. Maybe you have some mainframe questions. Um, Maybe you're stuck on something. Uh, those are good things to reach out to me for. But if you go to my website, you click on Consult 30, it'll tell you all types of questions I can answer. And then I have custom questions too, that you can put in. Um, and what it allows you to do is to buy consulting time an hour at a time. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have for you. I'll see you soon. Bye. When we will continue to talk tech. Bye.